Ipswich Town,
MK Dons.
another goalless draw, 3 in the last 4 games. This one was marginally better, or I'd say better than marginally better than Rochdale, but we're coming from a pretty low bar being set, aren't we, from Easter Monday. Another game where Ipswich didn't have a shot on target. That is now 3+ hours of gameplay without a shot on target. Obviously the latter stages of the Bristol Rovers game as well in there. What do you make of that, my friend?
Mate, I've not got an awful lot to say about it, if I'm completely honest. It's another 90 minutes of huff and puff, and no shot on target. Like you say, it was marginally better. They moved the ball better. They had the first 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more. There was some high intensity, better pressing, more running. In that sense, that was so much better than Rochdale, because Rochdale was just limp. For my sins, I watched a little bit of the game at Rochdale back. Stopped after a bit because it wasn't fun. It was miserable. This one wasn't miserable, but ultimately it's the same result, and we're seeing Ipswich's same old frailties causing them trouble again and again. I don't really think I was expecting an awful lot more than that today, to be completely honest. There's obviously been a busy week, changes in the air, a new era, but it didn't feel like the start of something new today, did it?
No, just to dot the I's and cross the T's, the key moments in the game is Dobra has slid in on the edge of the 6-yard box and poked one just wide of the post right on half time. Second half, Freddie Sears has spurned the best opportunity. He came on and had a real opportunity to lob the goalkeeper and put that one wide. Holy's made a good save from a free kick. MK Dons had periods where they looked dangerous without having big chances at the end of it, so a draw was about right. Cook's tried a few different things today. He seems like a manager who's desperately trying to kind of fall upon a system or a combination of players that's going to work. Again, didn't really happen today. Surprise front two of Drinan and Dobra today. I think Drinan's caught his eye in the 23s, or both of them have caught his eye in the 23s. So it was kind of a 4-4-1-1, I would say, the starting formation, with Dobra just off of, with Andre Dizelle playing wide left, which is not his best position. Wolfenden is not really a natural right back either. So a few square pegs in round holes again today. It's just not, whatever he's trying is not working really, is it, at the moment? No, it really isn't. I think you said during the game that he's probably looked at every system in the book now. Back threes, back fives, back fours, midfield. There's a midfield diamond for a brief period at the end of today's game. Wing backs, front two, one up top. He's looked at everything, hasn't he? And he's not getting what he wants from these players. That Flynn Downs back in the midfield. He came back once already this season and looked horribly rusty. Took a while to get into it, but that rust wasn't necessarily there today. I think we saw a bit more of what Flynn's all about, and I do wonder just how different this season could have been had he been fit and kind of head in the game for all of it, because they've missed a player like him in midfield so much this season, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought he was a massive positive today, adds a bit of bite into midfield, definitely. The other big positive is the return of Tristan Nydam, who came off the bench in the second half for his first competitive appearance in 2 years, 2 years to the day in fact. It has been a long old road back for him since that horror ankle leg break at Notts County in pre-season of 2019. He is another player like Downs who adds a bit of tenacity and edge and aggression and competitiveness, which are all the qualities that I think of Ipswich have lacked over a period of time. I thought he was one of their better players during his period on the pitch. He kind of played on that left side of the diamond when they switched to that. He pressed high, he worked hard. He didn't look like a player who was worried about hurting himself. He got stuck into a few tackles like we know he can do, so that was a big positive from today. I'm not sure I'd go quite as far as Matt Gill's post-match assessment in saying that there were loads of positives to take from today into Tuesday night.
but there was some, and it was better, which is not saying much, but the games are slipping away now, and this just doesn't look like a team that's got enough of a goal threat to get the wins that are required to get into those playoff places.